Hello everyone, CoinHound here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the United States Mint Presidential Dollar Series. We'll also be taking a look at the presidency as established by the Constitution. Issued by the U.S. Mint from 2007 to 2016, the Presidential Dollar Series honors the men who have served as President of the United States of America. Before we look at the coins, let us take a look at the background of the presidency as laid out by the Constitution. The American Presidency was established and its powers laid out by the United States Constitution in Article 2. Here are some of the excerpts that provide an overview of the presidency. Article 2, Section 1. The executive power shall be vested in a President of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of President. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. Before he enters on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. Quote, I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Section 2. The President shall be Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States. He shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. He shall have power, by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, to make treaties, provided 2/3 of the senators present concur. And he shall nominate, and by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, shall appoint ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, judges of the Supreme Court, and all other officers of the United States. Section 3. He shall from time to time give to the Congress information of the State of the Union, and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. He shall receive ambassadors and other public ministers. He shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed, and shall commission all the officers of the United States. Section 4. The President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Okay, as I mentioned, these are some of the key excerpts from the Constitution. There are a few other bits in there that are a little bit more obscure, but these are kind of the high points to give kind of a general overview of the presidency and its powers as established by the founders in the Constitution of the United States. Now let us take a look at the Presidential Dollar Series. First coins of this series were issued by the United States Mint in the year 2007. 4 coins representing 4 presidents were issued each year up until the year of 2016, in which 3 were issued, for a total of 39 presidents honored. Living presidents were not included. The law establishing the series required that the president had to be deceased for 2 years to be honored on the coins. The series ended in 2016, but with the death of George H.W. Bush in 2018, a new law was passed to authorize a presidential dollar coin in his honor. It has been announced that that coin will be issued in this current year, 2020. Okay, everyone, let's take a look at the coins themselves and some of the details related to the coins. This is the collection of presidential dollars that I have accumulated so far. I am in the process of putting together the collection of the 39 coins and then the 40th, which will be George H.W. Bush. I have a little bit less than half of them so far. For the most part, I've been picking them up on eBay. Now, looking at the presidential dollars themselves, I have a sample here, okay, and I'll pull it up in front of my camera here. Let me just make a quick adjustment. Okay, we'll leave that on the table. Okay, this is Theodore Roosevelt, okay. Now, in looking at these presidential dollars, just some of the generic information. These have a diameter of 26.5 millimeters. They're 2 millimeters thick. They do not have any precious metal content. They are basically 88.5% copper. They are 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, and 2% nickel. It's also worth noting that they weigh 8.1 grams. Okay. Now, when we look at the obverse of these coins, we see here the name of the president, Theodore Roosevelt, at the top, an image of the president, and then at the bottom we have "In God We Trust," the number of their presidency. So in this case, and I do have a little trouble with the reading here, I think that is, I think that's 26th president, and he served from 1901 to 1909. And those of you may remember that he came to office from the vice presidency when William McKinley was assassinated. Now, on the back side, or the reverse is the same for all the different presidential dollars. So here we have an image of the Statue of Liberty, United States of America, and then the $1. Now, once I saw this series, being kind of a history buff, even though it's not precious metals, I knew I had to have it. I just think it's a really neat idea and concept. The reverse of the coins, I think this is absolutely beautiful. In some ways it's very simple, but it's also kind of detailed and intricate when you get into looking at the Statue of Liberty very closely. I think that is a beautiful rendition of the statue. Okay. Now, another thing worth noting is that these coins, if I pick it up here, and you won't be able to see the details, but you can see that there is inscription on the edges, okay? And you can see some stars there, and that's the date there, 2013 maybe. Okay, I'm having a little trouble reading that. Maybe I should have looked that up in advance. But this does have edge lettering, and on the edges, it has the year, the mint mark, 13 stars, and E pluribus unum. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. This is the first U.S. Mint issued coin, from what I understand, that has edge lettering since the St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which was issued from 1907 to 1933. So that's kind of an interesting, neat little thing. It's also worth noting that in the first 2 years, I believe it is, the "In God We Trust" was also inscribed on the edge. And then that was changed and it was added to the front of the coin. So that's just a really nice likeness of Theodore Roosevelt. Very clean, simple, yet in my opinion, beautiful design on the front, and the same thing on the back. Now, one of the things I also wanted to note, and you may have seen it here, is this album page that I've been putting this in. This is something I discovered on a YouTube channel a while back. I don't remember which channel it was. I don't know if they're active because the video was from a couple years ago. But these pages, these album pages, are called Caps albums. And they are a company that creates album pages that are designed to hold airtight capsules. So unlike some of the more traditional albums, where you pop them into kind of a page that has holes in it, and maybe they have a little plastic slide that goes across in front of the coins, these use airtight capsules. So these are basically airtight, referencing the name of the capsules, and then they just pop in, and then they're nicely labeled here. And the Caps company produces album pages for a whole slew of different U.S. coin series. And so I will put their website address in the description. I think it's capsalbum.com or capsalbums.com, but I will put it in the description. I am very pleased with this. I was basically able to order the 2 capsule pages, and let me pull this back here a little. This is one of that's not filled in; it's empty. And I was also able to order the airtight capsules that came with it. So it all came in a little package, and I was able to get going on putting my coins together. So if you look at the empty one here, you can see that they are labeled, and I do need to turn this around to the front side. They have the title of the series, Presidential Dollars, and then they have the year of each president there. And these just pop, these are indented, if I can get my thumb up here, and you just pop your capsule right into them, okay? So if we take this one here and put it down, I have my Theodore Roosevelt here, and this one just goes down in the bottom corner here. So I'm just going to show you, excuse the shaking of the camera, right there, and then I just, once I get that straight and how I want it, all right, you just pop it in. Sorry for the shaking camera here. There you go. It just pops right in, and then it's protected. It has a 3-ring binder holes, and you can just go ahead and put that in your 3-ring binder, and it holds all the different coins. Okay, and so these are the ones that I have so far. I am going to be filling it out over time. I am doing basically a typeset proof coins, so I'm not worried particularly about the mint. And I'm going to pull this up here. So far, I have George Washington. I have John Adams, Jefferson, and Madison. Those were the first 4 issued. Then we have James Monroe, John Quincy Adams. I don't have Andrew Jackson yet, working on that. Martin Van Buren, who was Jackson's vice president and became president after Jackson. Skipping over, John Tyler, James Polk, Zachary Taylor, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, and then the next row, I don't have most of those, so I'm all the way up to William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, and Calvin Coolidge. And then the back side of the pages are neat because they also label the coin on the back. So, for example, you've got 2009 Tyler there. Of course, with the way the coins are situated from the mint, they are upside down because of the way the coins flip. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's not the issue of the album page. That's the issue of the way the U.S. Mint does it. So if you want to see it right side up, you would have to turn it to look at it. So anyways, that's my presidential dollar collection so far. I am working on it. I'm looking forward to completing it over the course of the next year. Of course, I'll keep my eye on the U.S. Mint website to see when the George H.W. Bush coin is officially released, and I'll be getting one of those as well. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. As always, if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, I do humbly ask that you subscribe. That helps the channel out. Please comment as well. Tell me what you think of the coins, the set, the album pages, and also, is there a particular president you like? And if so, why? Maybe you can let me know that in the comments. I always like hearing from you. Thank you very much.